Then on the next page, additional information is as follows. The directors are considering two options of financing the redemption of debentures in 2025. Option A, make a new issue of 250,000 ordinary shares of $0.5 each at the premium of $0.1 per share. And the option B is written, make an issue of 8% debentures 2030. Then part D is advise the directors which option they should choose. Justify your choice by considering the advantages and disadvantages of both options. The background is something like this. The company has already 8% debentures with a value of $150,000. This means that these debentures will be redeemed in 2025. The company now needs to decide how to finance this redemption. Two options have been given. We consider option A, a share with a face value of $0.5 will be issued at a premium of $0.1 per share, meaning at $0.6 per share. So the total proceeds would be $150,000, which is exactly equal to the value of the debentures. Well, among its advantages, we can say that shares never have to be repaid, so there is no pressure of repayment on the company in the future. We can also say that the dividends on shares are not compulsory, so no fixed charges falls on the profit. And if we talk about the dividends, the company pays dividends only when there is a profit and the directors wish to do so. Otherwise, it may not pay. Furthermore, net assets will also increase because issuing shares increases the equity, which will be used to redeem the debentures. This will reduce liabilities and increase the net assets, which strengthens the balance sheet. Among its disadvantages, that the first thing is that there is no guarantee that people will buy the shares. Market conditions could also be bad. And assuming the shares are sold, and definitely the new shareholders will come, so voting rights will be divided and the control of existing owners will decrease. And if we talk about the dividends, if the company has paid dividends before, shareholders will expect them in the future as well. Okay. Otherwise, they may become unsatisfied. Furthermore, this point cannot be ignored at all, that issuing shares involves legal, printing, and advertising costs, and it takes time. So for option A, there is a maximum cap of 4 marks. So you can write more than one advantages and more than one disadvantage. But I advise you not to write more than 2 for each. And if we look at the option B, new 8% debentures will be issued, which will be redeemed in 2030. This means that old debt is being replaced with new debt, although the interest rate is the same at 8%. But the maturity has shifted from 2025 to 2030. That means an extra 5 years have been obtained. Among its advantages, the first advantage is that the debenture holders have no role in the company's decision making. So control remains the same. Another noteworthy point is that the debentures are temporary. The company can repay them in the future and become free from debt. Looking at the time period, the company gets 5 years for redemption, allowing ample time to plan for repayment. Among its disadvantages, a very important disadvantage is that the debenture will be redeemed. But issuing new debentures means the company will not become debt-free. Debt has simply been shifted forward. I mean, from 2025 to 2030. And continuing from the previous disadvantage, we can say that 8% interest will still have to be paid every year, which will be deducted directly from the profit. So profit will remain low. Another very significant point, that interest payment on debentures is compulsory, whether the company is in profit or loss. This is a fixed cost. Finally, the principal amount will have to be repaid in 2030, and if there is a need for cash at that time, it could become a problem. Okay, I hope the points are clear now. For option B as well, there is a maximum cap of 4 marks, so you can write more than one advantage and more than one disadvantage, but I advise you not to write more than 2 for each. Now you have to choose one option, option A or option B, and give a reason in one line, such as option A is better because it avoids fixed interest burden and strengthens equity, right? In this way, you will secure your 7 marks. I hope you have understood.